Good morning, Africa. Good morning, Nigeria. Good morning, the very good people of Akwa Ibom State. This is Rise and Shine Saturday, and I am Uyai Aniekan. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
And of course, welcome to Rise and Shine Saturday. I'm Francis Adet. It's always an exciting moment being here with you this morning. And kickstarting your weekend is like the best thing that can ever happen to us right here.
Yes, absolutely. We love it when we come on the screen and we know we're going to be interacting and engaging our lovely, lovely audience back home.
Because if we're not here, you're not there. I mean, it's just going to be a dull weekend. And nobody loves a dull weekend. We always want things to get hot. Like that fresh akara that is just taken out from the frying pan. And then you're mixing it with the bread. And it's just like, yummy.
Really? You are not akara every day. Yes, but I mean, this is Rise and Shine.
As if you're not missing it already.
I don't want to tell you my new experience this morning. Yes, this is Rise and Shine Saturday, coming to you live from the very beautiful hills of Ibiakuran. Yeah, these hills are beautiful. And today we are here to serve you hot, as usual, like hot entertainment, just actually like really hot entertainment just this week, but the gist has been trending.
Yeah.
Plenty gist.
And it's about your folks, Abby.
My folks, I did not your folks. Oh yeah, lovely. So I think we just delve right into it, because we have a great scoop.
Please indulge me.
Indulge you.
Yeah.
First of all, introduction. You know that Rita Dominic got married in this past week. Her traditional marriage was this past week, and I mean, it was everything and beyond. The color, the glam, the joy, the representation by Nollywood actors. Name it, as in just name it. I know you were touched.
Well, was I touched? Yeah, I was touched that she finally get to, settle down with a man she loves and a man who appreciates her. You could say her Prince Charming. And it was a beautiful thing. Considering the fact that she's also from the royal family. It was a royal wedding, you would say. So a celebrity cum royal wedding, and the turnout was just massive. It was explosive in terms of attires. I mean, every Nollywood celebrity who attended that event slayed. Slayed. Especially the
slayed
ladies.
Is an understatement. Like, just take a look at the glorious things that these people were wearing. Like, the Asoebi was fleek. Like, this wedding was, I think it's been like everywhere since the traditional marriage rites took place, and it's like colorful.
Well, it was more than colorful. I mean, the dance, the celebration, the jubilation, the cultural, representation of Rita's historical family background, and then the women from the community. I mean, you can see from the video how excited they were to eventually be able to usher their princess or their queeness to, to her husband's house. Finally, it's like a dream come true. Even with the present settings, it gets to a point where the entire community, especially for a princess, begins to get worried whether or not their royal daughter is not going to settle down. So it was a thing of joy, a glorious celebration, and I love the fact that regardless of the issues we've had with celebrities, we had a good number of celebrities turning out.
I must say the turnout was very, very good. It was very impressive. Now, this is a picture that has a different conversation. This particular picture on the screen has a conversation we want to come to. Like, now we're talking about a very heavy representation that we had in the cause of Rita Dominic's traditional marriage, but yet still there are some people who did not turn up.
Yeah, that's the reason why some of them had to be called out, considering the fact that they've been very close with Rita Dominic.
I think if we can have that particular slide of
the picture
with
Rita
all
Dominic
the ladies,
and
because
I
feel like, like in this,
you just feel like calling them out yourself.
No, it's not like I want to call them out myself. in this Nollywood industry, they appear on the scene set by set. Yes, thank you. They appear on the scene rather, set by set. So this is actually like Rita Dominic set. So there are the likes of Omotala Ekende, Genevieve Naji, Uche Jumbo who was present, Inedo who was present, and Stephanie Okereke.
And there's somebody actually missing though.
Who's that?
King Tonto.
No, she's not in that set.
King Tonto was.
No, dear. Tonto is not in her set. This is the complete set.
Like, seriously?
I'm telling you now. Tonto came after this set. She's not in this set. So now, Uche Jumbo was there. Inyedro was heavily there. Eventually, now the only person I am going to call out, forgive my call out, is Genevieve.
Why Genevieve?
Because, just like you're going to see, Omotara gave reasons why she was not around. Stephanie Okereke gave reasons why she was not around. She showed pictures of her shrebi that she got, her packed shrebi, and then, apologized. People like Mercy Johnson stated that she was not around and she was on set, and they all, shared a glass of wine, cheered on, and clicked in celebration with, where did Auntie Genevieve go?
Well, I think in her defense,
I haven't seen any media representation of, okay, Rita, congratulations, this is why I wasn't there. I know eventually we may feel like, is there even a need? Okay, now this is Mrs. Johnson Okoye. She said, the Queen herself, congratulations, Queen. The celebration never ends. I wish you so much happiness in this new journey. We all clicked our glasses to you on set yesterday. God's blessings always, Mommy. Yeah.
So Mercy has been exonerated.
Yes, Mercy has been exonerated.
Stephanie has been exonerated.
Yes.
So the only person you're definitely joining the call-out session is Genevieve.
I'm going to call out Genevieve.
Well,
I love her so much that I'm going to call her out.
You love her so much that you're just going to call her out.
Yes.
Anyway, in her defense, I would say maybe there is something happening somewhere that nobody knows about. But I do hope that Genevieve is going to come out and get to tell us why she was absent. But
I bet you Genevieve is not going to come out nowhere, and Genevieve's not going to say anything.
Whether or not she comes out is not even a problem right now. I'm also particularly bothered.
And to be fair, to Genevieve, she's not so much of a social media bird. To be fair to her. So I'm not even expecting that she's going to come and say, oh, this is why I was not present at the wedding or not.
Well, in her defense also, I'm particularly wondering why, of all the things in the world, they had to call out just the female gender. I mean, Rita Dominic has been in the industry. She's had affiliations, relations across the male and the female gender in the industry. And we recall that a lot of these personalities, also the male genders, were not at that event. The likes of RMD, who is...
RMD was on set.
Yes, okay. So
I saw his apology.
He came out, and that was like yesterday. Now, apart from RMD, we've had lots of other male celebrities who were not on that.
You're free to call them out. You are free to call them out. Do you have their names?
I don't want to call anybody out.
Okay.
Because it will be irrelevant, I think, to even call them out. I mean, what is the essence of calling them out?
No, for the sake of this conversation.
But the good thing is that we had the likes of Julia Zago. We had what was this name again?
Chidi Mokeme, like
we
from
had the
all
likes
the years
of
back.
Ibu and the rest of them. I mean, it was just awesome having all of these amazing persons finally join. And you can see Rita, she was all smiling.
Yeah,
she
Rita was in so much
She was just so
joy.
gloriously beautiful.
And then her appearance is her first wear. This is her second outfit. Her first and second. It was just a wedding full of glam. That's the way I like to put it. The glam was really beautiful.
It was truly beautiful. So I'm talking about...
That's for Manuel Doku.
Yes, and that's
the representation was heavy though.
It was heavy. It was very heavy, and it was
I can imagine how Owerri was. The shutdown. Now this is something for the hospitality industry. One way or the other, they gained. Transportation, the aviation sector into Owerri must have been thick. and all of that. So yeah, it was also a good time for that Owerri to generate a lot of income.
Well,
Beautiful sight.
Choma Chukwuka, Nuche Jumbo, and Iniedo,
These
they
are like
really
hard,
like dance their heart
yeah,
out.
this is like the real gang.
I am yet to see a video that surfaces on the internet that these three persons, you can call them the trio, were not dancing their heart out. So it was super excited. And I think it was just worth it. And Rita would at this point feel completely full that this clique of hers were there on ground to make sure that Heather was worth it.
Yes.
I mean, it was so fabulous.
It was a beautiful one. Congratulations to Rita Dominic and her husband Fidelis Anozike.
Congratulations.
Really colorful one there. Really colorful one there.
Like somebody wants to get married.
Or God leave the table alone. Okay, so moving on still around weddings issues and wedding matters. Now, Banky W and Adesua got married in 2017. And for the life of me, I really don't understand why a conversation about who attended the wedding or not just popped up. But I mean, in this Easter season, he recently had an interview session, I beg your pardon, with Ebuka. And then Ebuka was asking him how he felt about Wizkid not being around, not being in attendance at his wedding back in 2017. Now, it goes to say that Wizkid was signed on by Banky W's music platform, you know, worked with Banky W for a couple of years, and then eventually when the time to the wedding happened, Wizkid was nowhere to be found at the wedding. And then Banky, as Adesua will call him, we call him Banky W, Adesua calls him Banky. So as Banky acknowledged the fact that he was actually sad that Wizkid didn't make it to the wedding.
Well, you have every reason to react. I mean, for once to wonder why the question will come out, the different sides of the story. For one, why would Ebuka at this point in time be asking that kind of question? Is there somebody pinching him on, pushing him to ask that question? Is there a reason why that question had to be asked at this particular point in time? Well, nobody can answer that except Ebuka. But then here's the deal. Banky W was just being honest. It's like you asking me how I felt about, you know, okay, I think at this point we just pause and take the video.
Yeah.
And then we'll come back to the conversation.
Disappointed he wasn't at your wedding.
Was I disappointed he wasn't at the wedding? I was. But I think, you know, maybe he, I know he tried. Because there was a show that a lot of the artists, I think it was One Africa.
Yeah, I think they were in Dubai or something.
They were in Dubai, yes.
Like a couple of them made it back.
Yeah, I think Tiwa was able to find a seat. As a matter of fact, Tiwa ended up, there was no seat in business class and she took an economy seat because there just were no seats just so that she could make it. And, you know, he called at the time and he's like, oh, he's so sorry, you know, he
yes, and then of course, Wizkid came out to respond, you know, to this saga.
And his response was a very funny one, very hilarious.
Very funny one. And it was just LOL.
Yeah. And then we might be wondering what LOL means. Is it laugh out loud, or lots of love, or...
Oh yeah, that's you making it look very nice, right?
But it could be either of the two. I mean, at this point, nobody knows which one he actually meant. So, whichever one, I think it's a good thing that Banky is being honest. Okay. You know, it would have been a different thing if he kept his emotions hidden and didn't really express what he felt, sincerely speaking. But being honest at this point in time, even years after, shows the sincerity of the personality in question, and it shows that he doesn't have any issues. Remember, within the video, he also
acknowledged.
Acknowledged the fact that Wizkid reached out and apologized for not being able to make it. So, I mean, he's just being honest about it, and there should be no deal about it. Except the fact that netizens always, you know, want to jump onto everything and drag it on.
Just make something go viral, like, because that's like an entire hour of video with a lot of awesome content in it, and then the only question that is trending is like Banky said he was sad, but good thing. I don't know why Wizkid would just come and laugh out loud or love out loud.
Or love.
Right. Okay, so this is
so here is another statement that netizens have brought up. So Wizkid, when I left, EME. Nobody really knows the story. My boy Bezzy is right here, and I literally left with 0 naira whiskey.
I think this is in response to, it's in response to the part where Banky said, Ebuka asked him how many more songs Wizkid was owing EME. And then Banky was like, he wasn't so sure it would be between 2 or 3. So I think that's what he's coming to respond to, that fact. But then, I think, like he said, it's not something that should be overflowed. And like Adeswa acknowledged, the parties are actually in good terms. Banky said they still do business. So I think everybody's cool.
Everybody
The
should
wedding
move
was
on.
almost 5 years ago. Everybody should be
Move
fine.
on, please move on. And talking about weddings, we're in the era of celebrating weddings. I think this time around,
Like last
Stephanie,
week, it was like, it's actually a rain of good news about weddings.
yeah, it's good news, and it's a beautiful thing that this time around we're not talking about divorce. Or rather, we're talking about Nollywood
combination of
actress
you.
Stephanie and her husband celebrating their 10th wedding anniversary.
A whole
my
decade.
goodness, one full decade.
Yeah.
Like 10 years of love, 10 years of friendship, 10 years
Sacrifice.
of companionship, of being there through thick and thin. And wow,
Growing together, growing on each other.
man, that's just amazing.
Beautiful. And they have a child. They've been blessed with a child. To me, a whole journey. So, this is like one of Nollywood's finest ever.
And you know one amazing thing about Stephanie, each time I see her or see pictures of her surface on the internet, it's always super glamorous. That ever young kind of beauty that doesn't seem to just go anywhere. And then that smile, if you were used to seeing that smile like 10 years ago, you know that absolutely nothing has changed about that face. Absolutely nothing has changed about that body, that facial expression, that smile. Everything is just as it was. It's almost as if 10 years was yesterday.
Yeah. It's good that the marriage is turning out well, and we are grateful to be able to celebrate, marriage that is working its cause. 10 years is it's a good one.
That's amazing one. And then still in the spirit of good news, our very own Bob Manuel has again been appointed or given a political appointment by Professor Charles Soludo of Anambra State. And this time around is to serve as an advisor, special advisor on entertainment, leisure and tourism. And this is one person who has been one actor who has always
a veteran,
yes, who has been very consistent with his craft, and this is the 3rd time he's been appointed, given a political appointment in the state, and like 3 different administration. And one would wonder, how
is there a Daniel thing on his head?
Exactly, how has he been able to do it consistently for 3 good?
Wow, that's impressive.
It's very impressive. And one could say, man, it's just a lot. So it is basically, for me, I think it's basically a thing of track record. I mean, Soludo must have seen what he's been able to do within the past 2 administration, within his time as an appointee, and then said, okay, he's looking forward to transforming the economic state of Anambra State and growing it from what it is to something that is much more attractive. So congratulations to Bob Manuel. He still looks fresh, still looks young, and that innocent smile, still there. He's
good to know. This is a great one, and I must say that Professor Charles Soludo has done a really great one there. Being able to identify great minds that can help you serve within your cabinet in your tenure is a really good one. And then picking someone who's actually active in the industry to be a voice for that industry is something that is vital.
Yeah, it's super amazing. I mean, Bob Manuel has been a veteran. He's been an amazing personality. Remember, he's the host of the Golden Ultimate Search, and he's always, amazing watching him dish out instructions and directives to the contestants, and then finding out that he's also in that jungle, getting to navigate the jungle alongside with the contestants sometimes. I mean, that's no easy feat. I mean,
Beautiful one. Congratulations to Bob Mano, must say.
Congratulations, and we're looking forward to more bigger things,
and more of this kinds of news coming out for
from the entertainment
people
industry.
in the entertainment industry. Like Banky is actually vying for a political office in Lagos State. Yeah, so I mean, these guys are trying. They're telling us that beyond the skills of singing and acting, we've got leadership skills, and that's highly commendable.
Well, typical artist is a born leader. Yeah.
Find yourself.
A typical artist
Find
is
yourself.
a born leader. I mean, except you don't want to take out that role.
Tell me about
if you trace the histories of great leaders, you always find them in the class of poets.
Artistic in one way or the other.
You know, yeah, they've been artistic one way or the other.
Martin Luther King is doing this to you.
Oh my goodness.
Great. Yeah, then even in the spirit of weddings, Kemi Adetiba also tied the knot in the course of this week. But you know, some people like this private and quiet, and other people like it loud, and some people don't like it loud, but we are going to help you make it loud. So yes, so Kemi Adetiba actually did tie the knot with her sweetheart in the course of the week. Moving on to Lagos State government, where the Lagos State government has granted free loan to entertainers.
Man.
Loans given out to entertainers in Lagos State without interest. Please, I'm an entertainer. I'm an entertainer.
Okay. So I think that actually informed our decisions to talk about the Akwa Ibom entertainment industry and the way forward and what is actually happening. Because I mean, if you look at, everybody would always say Akwa Ibom is the next Lagos, and when it comes to talent, when it comes to creativity, we have it here. And then you see the different entertainers, the different brands represented on set there. I mean, it's one thing for you to have a loan. It's another thing to actually be given an interest-free loan. That is, all you have to do is just make that money and return the exact money that you were given. I mean, that is just something super amazing for the entertainment industry.
Yeah, it's a really beautiful way for the Lagos State government to support the entertainers in the state. And I must say, the entertainment industry is one that is already standing on its feet. As an industry.
Yes.
So it's impressive for us to know that the government sees that this is a viable sector of the economy and they are investing. So great one. And you all saw that Lagosians, Lagos entertainers are going to make something out of this one.
It's like, I have an idea and I've been saving up, or I've had, say, 10 million, and my idea would cost 50 million to produce. And like, boom, the government says take 40 million. And I'm like, this is a prayer country.
And then I don't have to come and pay an extra 10 million.
Exactly.
On a really beautiful gesture. And we do hope that the federal government and other state governments, you know, can take a leaf from this and, you know,
you took that right out of my mind. Like, I wish all the different state governments, the different, you know, the federal government agency responsible for the promotion of culture and tourism, and of course our art, will also take a leaf from here and invest into that sector. I mean, we're talking about diversifying the country's economy.
Yeah.
And the entertainment sector houses a lot of opportunities, a lot of potential to actually generate, you know, foreign exchange for us.
Now that everybody's living online, really beautiful.
And especially that now that our music, our movies are global, you know, they're being globally appreciated all around the world. It's like one of the hottest industry to invest in.
Beautiful one there by Lagos State government. Oh, beautiful. Okay, let's take a really quick music break and we will be leaving you with Natural by Sisu. When we return, it will still be Rise and Shine, go nowhere.
Will and Jada, what's the point of being somebody else? I ain't trying to be like Bay and Hova. I think we got it, but I wouldn't mind their will. You and me look like the perfect picture. We could be another Baraka Michelle. But what we have, baby, is so peculiar. We don't need to be like anybody else. It's love. because it is your love, my love. We're living our life. We'll never give it up. Never giving up. We can't stop, won't stop. We're living our life. I wanna show you all. I wanna show you how it all comes natural. How it all comes natural. And it's all so beautiful. How it all comes natural. Baby, yes, it all comes natural. And it's all so magical. And it is a miracle. How it all comes natural. Natural. I'm the kind of girl to keep it simple. You're the kind of guy a simple girl will like. Compared to you, baby, you have no equal. You're the perfect definition of a vibe. Our love is so amazing. Our love was made for us. All of it drives me crazy. And this is all because it is your love, my love. We're living our life. We'll never give it up. Never giving up. We can't stop, won't stop. We're living our life. I wanna show you all. I wanna show you how it all comes natural. How it all comes natural. And it's all so beautiful. How it all comes natural. Baby, yes, it all comes natural. And it's all so magical. And it is a miracle. How it all comes natural. Mr. Riot, you are right for me body and soul. Killing with the vibe, number one control. You are the king in my life. You're so little. Mr. Riot, you are right for me body and soul. Killing with the vibe, number one control. King in my life. You're so little. Your love, my love. We're living our life. We'll never give it up. Now let me show you how it all comes natural. How it all comes natural. And it's all so beautiful. How it all comes natural. Baby, yes, it all comes natural. And it's all so magical. And it is a miracle. How it all comes natural. Natural.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, it's Rise and Shine Saturday. And yes, as usual, we are the ones who come to serve you all of the entertainment, just hot. Everything that has happened in the entertainment lifestyle space all week long. Yes. And I bet you're enjoying it. So we'd like you to join the conversation by following us on all the social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, so that you can join in the conversation. You're free to leave your comments because we can see it real time and we can interact with you. Thanks for joining in, Francis. These conversations are sweeting me because it's about the reigns of weddings. Weddings.
So
And
when I
babies.
was saying that somebody can't wait to actually get to that point, I wasn't taking
I
it
don't
out
know
of
what you're
context.
talking about, my brother.
I
Yeah.
don't know. Maybe I'm speaking in prophetic language.
Come on. The oil is speaking on you. So speaking of great announcements in the entertainment space, man, it's a good season for them, I must say. So comedian Miraji, the one who does the skits on social media, where she started with lip syncing, where she lip syncs to music and all of those other features. And yeah, she's really trending. She's one of the really good skit makers that we have currently in the country. Yeah, so she announced the birth of her first child with her boo of life.
Yep. And they look so cute together.
It looks so cute together.
Yeah, they look so cute together.
Wow.
And it's amazing that she's actually excited about welcoming the first child together. And I kind of appreciate the fact that they're happy and the child is, coming to a happy, loving to adult who intentionally welcome the child. So
You are
It's
sounding
beautiful.
like there are people who are not happy at the arrival of your baby.
Yeah, there are. You're not aware of that. That
That's
person's all
sad.
like, oh my goodness.
I didn't want to
Okay,
have another baby.
Yeah, like that thought. Like, oh come on, this baby is going to destroy things for me. I didn't want another baby at this point in time. But this one are like, oh my goodness, thank goodness you're finally here, baby. We're gonna love you and love you and love you. And
Sorry, don't talk again.
Yeah.
It's like you're taking the baby matter personal. Congratulations to comedian Miraji. So we are looking forward to a lot of mommy baby comedy skits.
Exactly. That's
You
gonna
know
come
now,
up.
wherever you are in your natural sports, actually, it naturally inspires you in whatever you're doing. So yes, trust me, I'm a prophet on this one.
Okay, so
We're gonna be
now
having
the anointing
it's
is
flowing.
flowing. Oh my.
See, I'm very sure that we're going to be having a lot of mommy baby skit coming from her. Yeah. So, and guess what, my people? Guess what? Moving on from there, Uncle Obio, Davido. Well, Obio has come out to announce that he is in a relationship, that he's no longer single. And he's no longer a Pringle. He's no single, no Pringle. Why are you looking jealous? Say what's on your mind.
Well, I never thought Davido was single ever. I mean, he's Davido. There's always been one lady by the sideline, whether or
Auntie
not he
Chi.
admitted to it. And talking about his relationship with the Assurance baby Chomer, it's always been rumored to be off and on. You know, one moment they're there, the next moment they're not. I don't know. I'm just waiting to see the lady's going to revealed. You know.
But from the look of things, from the hints that are flying around, because Choma is dropping hints and scattering it here and there, it looks like he and Choma are back together.
That's exactly where my mind was going.
Yeah.
You know, recently we've had pictures of him and Choma. Recall the last time he attended Choma's sister's wedding, and the netizens were like, this is the only son-in-law who breaks the heart of the daughter, and they still have the nerves to show up in the family and still be welcomed.
Are you
And
serious?
I'm like, okay, so those things kind of happen. And as far as relationship is concerned, like our fathers and mothers would say, you don't put two old firewoods together and you
They
don't
always
expect the
catch
fire to
fire.
catch back again. And
I
then
hope this
reignite.
fire that
So
catching is going
possibly
to be
there might be a
permanent.
reignition of fire between Davido and Choma.
Yeah.
Who knows? But
So I
I'm just
think he was-
waiting. I'll
he
be
was-
excited to see who he shows up. And if it's Choma, then possibly
Choma,
the
the
assurance
hint- the-
boat is going
is
to the
going to
final
sail.
destination.
Yeah, I think he was responding to Peruzzi, and then he said he was not single after Peruzzi shared a photo of him and others saying they were all single. So it was at that point that Davido actually came out and posted a video of, and responded that he's no longer single. Please, Uncle Peruzzi, if you want to drag yourself and your other single brothers, be sure that you have updated yourself on the relationship status of all your fellow musicians and entertainers.
You know, sometimes we want to shade our fellow musicians.
Yeah,
fellow
sometimes it's an
entertainers
attempt to
and,
shade, right?
Like, oh, I'm in a relationship, and in a stable relationship, I have my sweetheart, and you don't have, so I'm better off. All of those stuff. Sometimes we forget that some of the celebrities, they have relationships on the sideline that they don't really make public, and then you're trying to shade the person, and you end up being the one that is shaded at the end of the race. It's amazing, but I'm seriously looking forward to who Davido is going to bring up, though.
What should we do? Do we have a pizza bet on this?
Pizza bet.
That he's going to announce Choma and you buy me pizza.
I'm not 100% sure it's gonna be Choma, even with the speculations, because it's Davido.
And he has children. He has 3 children from 3
Yes,
different.
it's Davido, so I wouldn't want to bet my money on that.
But is it like a trademark thing for them in the industry? Like, do you have to have like 5 children with 5 different women before you decide to marry the first one?
Well, I don't know. I think they're going to have to answer that for themselves one of these days. But
One of
then
these days.
I think,
I think we should interview one of them.
one
pretty
of these
soon.
days we're gonna have to
And we'll
do
just
that.
put them on the hot seat and we're like, sir, can you
Yes.
give us an answer to why you all decide to have like 15
Yeah,
children?
but coming back to the statement you just raised, why they have to wait until they marry maybe the first baby mama, it's not always been the issue. You know, Two Faces scenario with Annie D, yeah, is one of those rare situations, and we've had Two Face come out to tell us why he actually had to settle for Annie. I mean, at the end of the day, you just want that woman that's going to give you peace and joy and some quiet and make life a lot more beautiful, a lot more interesting for you.
Okay.
And still talking about Davido, you know, this time around, songwriter and music producer Timmy Dakolo has announced an upcoming collaboration with the award-winning singer Davido. And now, you know, we're actually thinking, what is going to come out with this duo coming together to produce a song? I mean, Timmy Dakolo is one of the most amazing vocal artists that we have in Nigeria, and Davido on the other side is another amazing person, you know. So this is Timmy Dakolo tweeting, said, Timmy Dakolo with Davido working on something fresh. And you can see the two of them, you can see the chemistry, you can feel the energy,
This
the vibes
is going to
surrounding.
definitely be a banger, I must say.
Definitely is
It's
going to be
definitely
a
going
banger.
to be a banger because
it's definitely going to be.
I think Timmy Dakolo is more of a soul singer, and then bringing OBO's vibe to it, and then serving us a music piece. I think it's something we should look out for. And these guys are doing well now. Saying that we're having our people in the entertainment space working on collaborations that, you know, that are lifting up the hands of the other people and putting the music of these other people in brighter space is just a really beautiful thing.
Well, you know, you cannot go wrong when it comes to collaboration.
Yeah.
I recall seeing a tweet recently where Davido actually commended Techno for putting him back on the hit list at some point in his life, where he said he almost had 1 year without producing any hit song.
Wow.
And Techno came and wrote him a hit song, and he came back to the limelight. So
Wow.
it's a beautiful thing, you know. In the life of an artist, it gets to that point where for some reason, maybe because of happenings around you, or maybe because you're not paying attention anymore to the things that inspires you, maybe circumstances and challenges of life crop into the situation, and you know that inspiration is just not there, that vibe is not there, that energy is not there, and you can stay for weeks, months without, you know, doing any new song. And it happens to every artist. So at that point, even without